There we go.
Yeah.
Julia from Boston,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you so much. We had so much fun watching the movie, and I think that does it for us. I think
Yeah, there you go. Actually, no. You know why? Because I need to hit play real quick.
What? Son of a bitch.
Coming soon to theater.
That's
Listen,
right. It's the VHS trailer game.
Steven.
I just want the points, okay? Put down the questions and walk away.
You're going to shoot me in the throat. This is
Just tell me which points you want me to fuck.
America's
points.
favorite game about obsolete materials. I am your Game Master, Steven Sadek, and these are my clues. As you know, we're doing a little round table game here where I make some questions. These guys try
It's
to
like the
answer
McLaughlin
them.
group.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's America's favorite game, despite being on not even America's favorite podcast. But
All right, it was the VHS tape for the film Hard Rain. Eric Siska, thoughts? Not enough time. Chris Cabin, let's go. Thoughts, Hard Rain.
The Republicans do not want you to know what's in Hard Rain, and that's just a wet Morgan Freeman. That's a wet Minnie Driver. They don't want you to know.
oh, he nailed it.
The wet Minnie Driver. Anyways, I want to just. What is our score count? I have it here now.
5. Did I win?
No, Chris Cabin is in the lead with 28 huge points.
Okay, they're big.
that's
winners.
a big one.
Eric Siska is in second place with 25 mediocre points.
25. No, they're actually.
close.
Actually, I'm looking at
Very
them next to
close.
each other, and mine might be just a little bigger. I know there's less of them, but
Yes.
these points are a little
and then
heftier.
they're measuring from the base, or are you measuring
I'm
from the balls?
measuring from the asshole.
And then Andrew has 18 thick points.
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
dude.
They're thick. Those are girthy guys.
Yeah,
dude.
man. You know, it might not be a skyscraper, but it's certainly a barn door, if you know what I mean.
Exactamundo. If anyone's still listening, we're going to play a little
No.
trivia game right now.
Okay.
They've left.
So, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows. You buzz
Can you
in.
also tell we haven't recorded an episode together in person in a while?
For a
This is
bit,
when,
yeah.
when
Yes.
the mania sets in.
Yeah, I had the
folks.
NOLA virus there. Some hard rain coming out of my asshole for a couple days. Not so fun.
I think you mean norovirus.
Nora.
NOLA virus is just being hung over in New Orleans. That's
Oh,
all.
Did
yeah,
that
that's
too.
Yeah.
So here we go. Round 1.
Oh, God.
Game Master's Clue. An edgy college comedy that tried to revamp a teen TV star's career by rebranding him as the wacky friend with black hair and a plot so dark a noose was on the cover. I saw Andrew first.
Was that Dead Man on Campus?
It is Dead Man on
Yes.
Campus for 5 big points. Everybody raised their hand.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
The
Yeah,
news
that
on the
was,
cover really did it.
Mark Paul Gosselaar with
Yes.
the black
Yes.
hair?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right. I remember being horrified at that trailer for that dye job alone.
I think that's probably an episode. It's
probably.
Yeah.
because I think
What's
it's also
that-
really raunchy.
What's
It
that
is.
one guy with the funny name in that movie?
Tom Everett Scott?
No,
Your favorite guy
his name
from
is
the
like
scary
Chris-
movie.
Dracula 2000.
His name's like Cortland.
Courtyard.
Lachlan Monroe.
Lachlan Monroe.
Yeah.
It's close.
Not far.
Actually, yeah, dude, because I think this is no reason to remember this at all, but I think it's because the only time I ever heard it as a name. The little kid, I think, who portrayed Aha in the
Aha.
Little Rascals movie.
Oh, wow.
He was the kid who just went, Aha.
Okay, so
like-
not the band.
No.
No.
Not Aha. Sorry, there we go. His name was Cortland Mead, if I remember.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, no, I thought his name was Cortland Manor, but go ahead.
Here we go. Round 2.
Ooh.
Game Master's Clue. A legal thriller from the king of legal thrillers, directed by a celebrated director with an all-star cast and starring a scrappy young New Englander just a few months ago. Chris Cabin.
The Rainmaker.
The Rainmaker is number 2. 5 big points for Chris Cabin.
Coppola. That's a Coppola movie.
It's a Coppola
He's
joint,
running around
yeah.
Danny DeVito. I never saw it.
It's good.
Is
It's
it?
pretty good. I mean, like the grit. It's a Coppola movie, so it's pretty well made.
So did they put that on this because Hard Rain, Rainmaker?
Yes,
is
probably.
Where did the rain come from?
Yeah,
Matt,
The rain.
Matt Damon did it. I think it's an episode only because. Chris, do you know this?
Minnie Driver's wet in that too.
No.
The John Voight stuff. I mean, John Voight is hilarious in it.
Do you know who plays Claire Danes' abusive boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
No.
me.
Yeah.
I'm in a movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Andrew Shue made it into a major
Yes.
motion picture.
I'm
He's
talking
there.
I'm talking to Francis Ford Coppola.
I escaped Melrose Place, Allison.
Hey, Francis, I bet you hear this all the time. I'm just going to be real with you, man. Godfather 3 is the best one.
Speaking of which, I just watched an SVU with Jane in it.
Oh, wow.
Where she's an alcoholic whose abusive husband is trying to get her locked up so they can take her baby.
I like that.
It's quite crazy.
Folks,
Wow, that sounds like a plot of a Melrose Place episode.
Yeah,
and people need to get back into the Melrose 210, which is our Patreon show where we
is.
talk about Melrose Place and 90210.
it's a hot item.
We're done with this game now, right?
No, we're not. We got two more, and now it gets difficult.
Oh boy.
Two
Okay.
more.
Two more, yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Game Master's Clue, round 3.
Eh.
Just another serial killer thriller from the late 90s. This one is a southern setting, and the serial killer kidnaps the detective's son. This one's a tough one because
It's down in the south, and it's getting hot here, kidnapping these kids.
just another serial killer thriller from the late 90s. This one has a southern setting. Serial killer kidnaps the detective's son.
Detective son. I mean,
You know what? Just because it's so stupid and I don't think it's going to help anybody, the lead detective, or maybe he's an FBI agent, is Detective Lacrosse.
Lacrosse.
His name is Lacrosse in this.
not
film.
LaCroix.
No. All right. Number 4. 4 big points. Tribune trivia. According to an interview with writer and director Jeb Stewart in Premiere Magazine, he had originally intended to make this movie back in the 1980s under the title Going West in America with Sidney Poitier, Robert Duvall, and Kevin Bacon in 3 main roles. I will say it's actually helpful a little bit because Sidney Poitier is a black man, and that lets you know that there's a black man in the lead in the serial killer movie. That's kind of rare. Chris Cabin?
Just Cause?
It is not Just Cause. Chris Cabin's out of the round. Andrew Jupin?
187?
It is not 187. Now it's Eric is alone.
Yes,
you want to
let's
move on?
Let's go. Yeah, let's diminish
points.
this return for me.
This isn't going to help anything.
I'm not going to get this.
No, you might get it. You'll get it for one of the stars. The hunter is tracking the killer. This is the tagline. The hunter is tracking the killer, but the killer is setting the trap. I mean, like, this is the most bland serial killers horse shit you'll ever see.
What the fuck?
I don't know,
This is a secret movie.
I'm kind of thinking I might like whatever this turns out to be.
All right.
No.
Yeah, I think you might.
You already lost.
Yeah, you're a
I'm
loser.
still supposed.
You're a
For
loser.
2 points.
He's
2
the
points.
J Master, not you. Calm yourself.
Objection, Your Honor.
That's where you get your marching orders.
What is this, a Francis Ford Coppola legal thriller?
Oh!
The game maker.
Yep.
The
right, yes.
second billed star in this film is Danny Glover.
Southern.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and it's not Saw.
It's not Saw. It's like 90. This is all 98-ish.
Oh my goodness.
Does he happen to have pornography in his car in this movie?
I can't remember. I don't think I've ever seen this movie, actually.
Oh, because
Oh, okay, so you're doing a James you don't even know.
And then finally, for 1 big
Yes,
point,
do 1 point.
Dennis Quaid is the lead.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
can I
Dennis
say
Quaid.
now I know what it is?
Well, I could still guess
I
it
know.
here, and
I
I
know.
have what's that? Like I still have 90 minutes here on
Yes,
the clock
until-
that I can guess this. Let
Hey,
me
I'll tell you, dude.
think
If you
it
can remember
through.
me incessantly referencing this over the years, Danny Glover does indeed have pornography papered all
Yeah,
over the inside
he
of his
does.
car. in
All
this
right,
movie.
it's called Frequency.
It is not.
It is
Unfortunately.
called Switchback.
It's Switchback,
Wow.
a movie no one remembers.
I
No.
don't remember this at all, and I
And
had nothing to do in
The
90.
thing about the southern thing's a little bit of a throw because it's like winter in the South.
Okay,
oh, you
yeah.
son of a bitch.
It can be winter in the South, as I understand
But
it.
it's kind of funny because when I thought it was Switchback, and then I was like picturing Danny Glover in a
Yeah.
winter jacket, and I was like, well, no.
Yeah.
All right, so last one. This one's also a little on the obscure side. Game Master's Clue. A star-studded geezer pleaser of the highest order.
Ooh.
This one is a Los Angeles set neo-noir with sexy twists. Just to note, this movie's title was reused in a much more popular supernatural franchise about a decade later.
Huh.
A star-studded geezer pleaser of the highest order. This one, a Los Angeles set neo-noir with some sexy twists. Just to note, and this is the helpful one, this movie's title was reused in a much more popular supernatural franchise. Just take it later, Chris Cabin.
Mulholland Falls.
It is not Mulholland Falls.
That's actually where my mind was
Yeah.
going as well.
Yeah, Mulholland Falls is a geezer, please.
Yeah. Big cast in that sucker.
I'm going to move on to the trivia. The box office take for this movie was disappointing. That was just
What?
That's what just
okay.
stupid.
Great great trivia there.
No,
That's really helping me.
That's me fucking with IMDb. Or the better one, which is Reese Witherspoon's first nude scene. She was not naked again on screen until she appeared in Wild in 2014.
huh.
So Reese Witherspoon's fucking around in this movie as one of the youngerish people.
Interesting. I did not know that she did nudity.
Now everyone's going to watch this movie. Can I move on? Again, I do think that Supernatural... later in the aughts, this was a supernatural. The title
Later in the aughts,
like in the aughts, like mid aughts.
This is very vague.
All right. Some people can buy their way out of anything except the past. Dog shit. Keep moving it on.
So we're at 2 points now?
Yeah, we're down to 2 points.
Okay, great.
Susan Sarandon is in this film.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I still got nothing.
Oh man!
And lastly,
He's just trying to think of titles of the fucking TV show.
Oh, fuck.
yep.
Okay.
And finally, Paul Newman is in this film.
I got it.
Yep.
Twilight.
It is Twilight for
Oh,
one
of
big point for Eric
course.
Siska.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
I won the game.
And Paul Newman plays a shimmery vampire in that movie.
That's
and
right, yeah.
he puts Susan Sarandon on his back and climbs a tree. It's really sexy.
I was because you
Fuck.
said series in that first one.
I said franchise.
Oh, franchise. And my brain was just thinking television.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was
I was
thinking
So,
paranormal.
I was like, is there a neo-noir called Underworld?
Oh.
Just as a guess, it's a terrible guess.
I mean, well, Gene Hackman would have to be the werewolf then in that that situation.
The Taylor Lautner. Just take
Yeah, he would have to be.
I always
taking
have
his shirt
my shirt off.
long hair at first, really long hair at first.
Yes, James Garner is fucking around in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
I never saw that. That one I was like, I kind of want to watch that.
That's
movie.
it's a
Yeah.
Sunday afternooner.
There,
It's-
if you want to see men wearing hats,
Yeah,
it's pretty
Twilight.
good. Yeah.
So there you go. That's the
There
VHS
it
trailer.
is.
Jame. Everyone got a little bit of point. Eric got one more point, which is fantastic.
Yes, great. How many points did you get, Steve?
I got 0.
That's right. I want you to put that in the count every time.
As long as Eric can just continue through playing this, thinking Steve's a loser the whole time, we'll be fine.
if he's in third out of fourth instead of third out of third,
So there you go.
I'm a good winner, actually.
a good winner.
Yeah, that's what I just
okay.
won. Yeah, won a point.
This,
So it's not nothing.